Welcome to the Business Credit Workshop. I am Karma Hunter. I'm a brand mentor, and I'll help you clarify your offer, build a profitable business plan, develop evergreen systems and strategies to scale. In the Business Credit Workshop, we will be covering business startup checklist, how to start building business credit, trade lines, business credit cards, business line of credit, tiers 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Here's the business startup checklist. This is a checklist that any business will need starting out. Not everything on this list is a must. However, they will help you uh, along the way in your business. First thing you need to establish is a legal entity. I recommend you to start an LLC. So you need to register your business as an LLC through your Secretary of State website for your state. The reason why I recommend LLC versus sole proprietorship is because you won't have the personal liability with LLC. The second thing you need to obtain is your EIN. EIN is almost like a social security number from IRS for your business. So you need to go to irs.gov and you'll see the link in the slide. You can go to irs.gov and you can apply for a EIN for your LLC. Third step is to get a DUNS number. You need to go to Dun and Bradstreet and obtain a DUNS number. This is a number that keeps all your business credit reporting. And the next thing you need to get is you need to get your business listed in the 411 directory. This is almost like Yellow Pages. And in this platform, it's a website. You go in there and you list your business yourself as an official business. Number 5 is a domain and website. Even if you are not going to operate off of your website yet, go ahead and buy your domain. In order to show that you're a legitimate business, you will need a domain. There are some business coaches that tell you that, hey, you don't need a website, you don't need a domain to run your business. This is not true. Although you can sell things and make some money without a website and domain, in order to show that you're a legit business, at some point you will need to show that you have a domain, especially if you are trying to establish business credit, if you are trying to apply for loans and grants and such, you will need to have a website. The creditors, lenders, investors, they're going to go and make a search about your business and they will need to see a domain, which will show that you are serious about your business. Next thing you need to apply for is a business bank account. Your business haven't officially started if you don't have a business bank account. You could have had your LLC paperwork, your EIN, your DUNS number, your everything. But if you're still using your personal bank account instead of a business bank account for your business is not started in the eyes of creditors, investors, lenders, and such. In the money world, your business haven't started. So even if you will not necessarily use the business bank account, make sure to open a business bank account with like put in the minimum money in there. However, try to make some transactions. You are making some business transactions off of your personal bank account right now anyway, so you can just transfer the funds and make some small purchases and start using this bank account. Another very important thing is a virtual address. This is for those who don't have a brick and mortar, who don't have a physical location. If you are running your business from home, then you will need a virtual address. What is a virtual address? Virtual address is not your street address, because if you're working from your home, you don't want to give out your home address to everyone. Once you put your business information and address online, it's there forever, and it's public information, and people will be able to see your personal address if you're using this as your business address. So what I suggest to my clients is to go ahead and go to USPS and get a PO box. Most of the post offices offer a physical address for those who have a PO box. So ask for the physical address for your PO box. They may ask you to fill out another form, or there may be a small additional service fee in addition to the PO box and some of the post offices, depending on where. However, this is going to save you headache because you won't have to use your home address, and um, you can put this virtual address in all the public paperwork and public information. Now, once you get this virtual address, you will need to go back and make changes to your LLC, your EIN, your DUNS, your 401 directory, and everything. You will need to change the address on all of those. Once you establish this, you got your virtual address, you change your address in the public platforms and in your accounts, in your compliance documents, you are going to go ahead and create an account with SAM. SAM.gov. This is a platform where you register your business, showing that, hey, I am a business up and running, and I am available to the government for government contracts. And there are other ways too, but basically this database makes you official in government's eyes as an official business that you can run business with the government if you want to start doing that. Now, this is not a must step. You don't have to register it on SAM. However, again, this is going to help you in the long run. It won't hurt you to go ahead and get an account with SAM and register a business, verify your business with them. Make sure you're in the system already, and then later on, as you're growing or scaling, you can maybe use this account. However, once you verify with SAM, you are going to be able to certify your business with Small Business Administration. If you are a minority or women-owned business or a veteran-owned business, you can go ahead and go to SBA.gov and certify your business as one of those three. This is important for maybe future grants, future loans, and such that you are in their system. Before you create a SAM account and get verified through SAM, you cannot certify through Small Business Administration. So go ahead and follow those steps. It takes a couple of weeks for SAM to verify you, depending on the time and you know how fast or slow things are. And once you do this, go ahead and certify with SBA.gov. So this is everything you need to start your business and everything you need to start building business credit. One thing that is a very important point is that all your contact information, meaning your email, your business name, your address, your business address, phone number, everything has to match to a T. If you are writing your business name in your state registration paperwork, if your business name or your DBA is written in capital letters, write it in capital letters on your EIN and your DUNS and your 411, everywhere. If you have certain commas or numbers in your address or whatever, make sure everything matches on each of these documents. Because of the sophisticated computer algorithms, before your applications go to a person, it's going to go through the computer system. And if one of these information is not matching, if there are differences, your application may be denied. So make sure all the information is matching before you start applying for any trade lines. Why business credit? We are building business credit so that our business is eligible for future loans, future credit cards, future credit. Do you have a plan? This is something I ask all my clients who want to start building business credit. Business credit does not mean free money. Before you can start applying for business credit cards or loans and such, and if you don't want to use your personal social security number, you will need to start building business credit. That means you need to start making small purchases with trade lines who will report these purchases and your payments to the business credit bureaus. And in order for them to start reporting and you getting a good credit score means that you will need to pay back these purchases early. And let's talk about that. Let's look at how to build business credit. This is how we're going to start building business credit. First step is to establish trade lines with your suppliers and vendors. I will have the Net 30 accounts resource for you, and you will have the trade lines. In this context, we call them suppliers or vendors in this list. These are the trade lines who will report your payments, your purchases to business credit bureaus. So step 2 is to only borrow from lenders who report to business credit bureaus. Step 3, pay all of your business bills back on time or early. On time means early. And here's a tip: pay half of your bill within the first 2 weeks of the purchase, and then pay half of the payment and before the due date. Step 4 is start with tier 1 and add 4 or 5 trade lines to your business file, meaning you're going to go to the list of the trade lines for tier 1. You're going to start opening Net 30 accounts with 5 of these trade lines that are in trade 1. When you open these trade lines, some may ask for your social security number. This is just to verify who you are, that you're a legit person. They wouldn't run your credit under your social security number. So once you establish these Net 30 accounts with trade lines, and Net 30 means that you're buying something and paying it within 30 days of the purchase, right? This is Net 30 credit. So once you open these 4 or 5 trade lines, make small purchases, and pay back your bill, you're going to start checking your NAV account, which we'll talk about in the next slide, and verify that these trade lines are on your file. Meaning when you go to your NAV account that we'll talk about soon, you will need to see that 5 trade lines reported your purchases and your payments to Dun & Bradstreet under your DUN number. And then you can start applying to the higher tiers and prepare your loan documents, and you can start beginning business finance stage. This is the basics to starting to build business credit. Tier 1, these are some of the main vendors, trade lines for tier 1. And nav.com. So nav.com is like Credit Karma for business. You can go ahead and open a free account. And this way you will be able to see not which trade lines necessarily with a free account, but you'll see if the trade lines have been reporting your purchases and your payments. With the free account, you won't see the details as to which trade line or what purchase was reported or not, but it will give you a score and it will show you how many were purchased. So if you open 5 trade lines and you made purchases and you made the payment, you should see at least 5 things reported there. And if not, you need to go back and call those trade lines and see if they reported these purchases, and if not, when to report them. Now, there is an option for NAV that you can pay for. This is with a monthly fee, I believe around total of $79, $80. You can pay this monthly fee, and NAV will be reporting each payment for you monthly. So this will save you some time and energy. And a lot of times, new business owners don't want to make some of this expenses. They may not need what those tier one trade lines are providing. So they may want to do this option in order for them to start getting some business credit reporting. And like we said earlier, after you apply to your first 4 or 5 trade lines, see if you can see if you see the those reports in your NAV account. One of the biggest questions we get is getting business credit card without personal credit. So now if we go to these tier one trade lines, these are Quill, Granger, Uline, Summa, SNS, ... So it may be difficult to establish accounts with some of these like USPS, FedEx. They may have to see how much of a traffic you'll have as far as shipping and stuff. However, some of them are easier, like Quill, Uline, Summa, SNS. These are supply source for businesses. You may not necessarily need any of these. Or Summa and SNS, they offer digital solutions. You may not need any of these, but still make the smallest purchase that is eligible for business reporting requirements so that you can start building the business credit for when you need to apply for a business credit card or a business loan. So getting back to the question of how to get business credit card without personal credit. This is one of the reasons why we are starting to build business credit. And this is one of the reasons why we are going to start investing in some of the things that these trade lines sell. So if your credit score is limited, then your business financial history will be limited as well. So you will want to apply for business credit card with no personal credit check. And you can. And this is why you must have a good business credit file for your personal credit check to be waived. So the way we can have our personal credit check to be waived is having good business credit, which we need to show these credit card companies or lenders or creditors that we have been making, our business have been making payments on time and early. So there are 3 ways to get around the personal credit check issue. Number 1 way is to apply for a business credit card with the lowest credit score requirement you can find. Capital One Spark Classic for business requires a credit score of 550. However, you may have a difficult time qualifying for this card if you're above but close to the credit score minimum, which means that even if you have 550 or 600 credit score, you still may not be approved. However, this is an easier credit card to apply and get approved for. Another way is to sign up for a secured business loan. Your credit limit will be determined by the amount of cash collateral you put down. This is that you need to provide something. You need to show a collateral in return. Another way is to use a prepaid business credit card while you build up your credit. So although the card won't help you to build credit history, it'll still allow you to issue cards to employees and allow you to track all business expenses without using your personal funds. So that's another way. And before you can start getting credit, money, cash from the creditors and lenders, you have to go through one of these options. You do have options if you don't want the credit card issuer to check up on your personal credit score. And those were the three options that you can do that with. Use one of these three options responsibly and work on improving both your business credit and your personal credit history. That way, you'll be able to get the best business credit cards for your small business in the future. Again, the reason why you're starting to build business credit is for the future, for when you are going to make bigger purchases. You have money coming in, you want to make bigger purchases, you know you're going to be selling more. These are some of the business credit cards that you can apply for. This is the information for 2020. Some banks will waive the personal credit check if you have a strong business credit history. And you can find a business credit card that's okay with less than stellar credit, like Capital One Spark Card. And again, the rule of thumb, make payments early. Once you establish tier 1 trade lines, for 5 of them, you're going to go up to tier 2 trade lines. This is a tier 2 trade lines are going to look at your paydex score. They're going to look and see if they have 5 trade lines reported on your Dun & Bradstreet. Usually they expect you to make a $250 purchase in the beginning, and you need to have experience and Experian files established, and Equifax, sorry. And you're going to have Experian and Equifax files established. These are some of the companies that I will have for you, and I will have more of these in the resource I will provide. Tier 3, again, is the same as Tier 2. But this time you will need at least 7 trade lines reported to Dun & Bradstreet. The minimum amount of purchase would be around $500 for Tier 3. And you need to have 3 trade lines established on your Experian in Equifax. Some of the Tier 3 vendors, again, you will have it in the resources. Tier 4 and 5, everything that Tier 3 has, plus your purchases need to be more than $2,500. You need 10 trade lines established in Dun & Bradstreet and 7 trade lines for Equifax and Experian. Some of the vendors you can establish trade lines with. And then we are going to 5 and 6 and 7. This tier 7 is the high one. You will need to make a purchase of at least $40,000. This is like if you are buying a car for your business or making a big purchase and such. And they require you to have a financial statement attached to your Dun & Bradstreet report. Some of the vendors. And let's look at business financing loan package documents. So this is what you need when you're applying for a loan package. You need a statement of service, you need a business plan, and you need financial statements. Make sure you have everything correctly. Make sure you have done this professionally, either consult a professional or hire someone to do it for you. Business line of credit. What is business line of credit? A small business line of credit provides access to funds your company can use whenever you need more working capital. It functions a bit like a credit card, allowing you to withdraw what you need, paying interest only on the amount you borrow. It's the perfect financial solution for when your capital needs are evolving. A business line of credit is a method to sustain success when your business needs to establish consistent cash flow to pay employees, cover costs, or invest in projects that will grow your company. How to apply for a business line of credit. This is a little bit different than starting to build business credit. This is after you establish some type of business credit score, you can apply for a business line of credit. If you want to apply for business line of credit, you can go through a traditional bank or an online lender. So banks usually take longer. Their application process is longer and more vetted. However, online lenders, they use more streamlined processes and they can provide funds as soon as the same day. This is why it's important that you have all your ducks in a row, you have all your documents and all your compliance and all your information is matching so that approval process will be a lot easier and faster. What will a small business line of credit cost? So it depends on your credit worthiness, which is your business credit score. How many trade lines you had, how many purchases you made, and how many payments you made, and all of that. So the interest rate can be as low as 6% or as high as 24%. And again, there are multiple factors that affect final cost, that your business credit history. Your credit history. Personal credit history helps lenders understand how effectively you manage and repay debt, allowing them to better assess your risk. So sometimes they may ask for your social security number. Again, this is to verify and just to see. They should not ever run a hard credit check on your social security number. If you struggled with accounts in the past and you're looking for a business line of credit for bad credit, Fast Capital 360 can help. Again, it all depends. You may qualify for a credit line if you have a credit score of 575 or better. If you have anything less than that, it is highly unlikely you will qualify for a business credit card with your personal credit history. And this is why you need to start building business credit so that you don't have to use your social security number. You can use your EIN with a good credit score for your business. What are the alternatives to a business loan? You may be in the beginning stages and you may not be eligible for any business loan. A business credit card is an alternative. You don't need a lot of money. A small business credit card could be the answer if you're in the beginning stages. And again, this may not be the very beginning. You don't have good personal credit score in the very beginning, you won't be able to apply for a credit card for your business because you won't have any business credit score either. Business credit card can help you keep personal and business finances separate. You may offer business related rewards. Excuse me. It may have useful features to manage your money, some tools that you can use. And for new businesses, using a business credit card responsibly helps to build business credit history, which can make it easier to get business loans in the future. And again, remember, in order to get a business credit card, you will need to either use your personal credit if it's good. If you don't want to use your personal credit, or if you don't have good personal credit, then you're going to have to start building business credit score by opening trade lines and being reported to the business credit bureaus. Another alternative to a business loan is personal loan. Again, you can use your social security number, you can get personal loan. They're available in smaller amounts usually. And you are more likely to pay more interest in your personal loans. Late or missed payments will hurt your personal credit, obviously. And this could cause problems for your business during tax time. So think about those things. Another alternative to a business loan is peer-to-peer lending. We call these lending circles. Peer-to-peer lending sites such as Prosper and Lending Club serve as middlemen for those who want to borrow and lend money. You apply for a personal loan, which is funded by money pooled from individual lenders. If your credit score is too low to qualify for a peer-to-peer loan, consider lending circle, such as the Mission Asset Fund. Lending circles are small groups of individuals who pool their money and lend it to each member of the group in turn. And if you want to go down this route, get more information, none of this in this workshop is financial advice. I'm not giving financial advice. I am just giving you the facts of business credit. Another option to a business loan, another alternative to a business loan is individual lenders. If you know people who can lend you money for better loan terms, you can do this, but you need to make sure you treat the loan as seriously as a bank loan. Make sure to draw up a loan agreement, make your payments on time, and pay the loan in full and early. And we said, why business credit? Again, this is for you to get funds when you need them, meaning get a business credit card, get a business credit loan, and such. And in order to do that, and in order to not be connected to your personal social security number, you need to start building business credit score. And of course, you need to have a plan, because in order to start building business credit score, you will need to make purchases, meaning you need to spend money, and you will need to pay these purchases back. Some tips here. Even if you're a new business, even if you don't have any sales, no profit, or you don't need any of the services or products of the tier 1, 2, 3, whatever trade lines, still start making small purchases. Like I said, even if you don't need these, so that your business credit reporting can start and you'll be ready for the time you will need the business credit score and business credit. It is an investment. It's an investment in your business. It's an investment in your business credit building and scaling your business. So your development, growth, and future. And what's next? Do you ever say, what if it doesn't work? I don't know what to do. What would they think? I'm scared to fail. I'm not good enough. I'm not skilled enough. I'm not educated enough. I don't know enough. I don't have enough bells and whistles, whatever those are that others have. You say, what if they call me a fraud? Do you worry about you don't have anyone supporting you? Do you feel like you don't know if you can? That's why you have coaching. Every entrepreneur needs a coach or a mentor for the rest of their entrepreneurship journey. This could be for different reasons. However, every entrepreneur needs a business coach. This is to clarify a roadmap for your business. When you are doing things by yourself, you may not see the next step. You may not see the light at the end of the tunnel because you don't know what to do next. This is the reason why you hire a coach or a mentor to show you these steps. Start taking action in the right order and save time. This is what a coach or mentor will help you with. They will help you take the action. All those thoughts, all those ideas you have in your mind, a coach or a mentor will help you put these in action. And if you have a coach, you don't have to worry about if you're doing the things right way, because they have already done these things, or they already know the information that they can help you with taking the right steps. And that way you can save money and time. You won't feel stuck with actionable pointers from a mentor. When you have a mentor or coach, they will give you some pointers. So when you feel stuck, you can take those pointers into consideration and still take action. And you need to be accountable. A coach or mentor helps you be accountable. They help you start building a brand authority, and they help you be consistent with your brand authority and brand identity. A coach will help you create a business plan to become profitable brand. A coach will not let you stay stagnant. A coach should help you move forward and help you create a plan to move forward. And that's why, in order to fast track your results, in order to save time and save money, invest in a coach, invest in a mentor in your business. Trust me, I lost 4 years just because of this reason, thinking that I could do it all by myself. Although I could do it all by myself, I didn't have to lose 4 years of my life. So don't be like me. Hire a coach sooner than later. Um, I have been through so many different trainings, different, I've had so many different mentors that they all have given me huge return on my investment, because a coach and a mentor is a investment in yourself and in your business. So I don't have a magic wand, but I do have the tools to make it happen for you. And if you need coaching, if you need mentoring, um, you can work with me. You can go to these pages and we can start working together. You will see the offers. If you have a question in your mind about um, how I can help you, and if you want to see if we're the right fit for each other, we can go ahead and schedule a 30-minute free business review call, and I can assess how I can help you and let you know how we can work together and let you know what type of results you can expect. And even if I'm not the person, even if I'm not the mentor of your choice, please, please, please do yourself a favor and find a mentor. This will help you a lot in your business. So I hope this information was helpful. If you have any questions about business credit building, let me know. You can always send me an email at karma@karmadna.com, or you can DM me on Instagram at karmadnalife. I'll see you next time.